Ethan Carter wiped his hands on a rag and looked at the endless rows of old starship parts scattered across the asteroid scrapyard. The place smelled of metal and rust, and every so often, a small spark jumped from a broken engine. He loved it. To him, every broken piece had a story, and every story had a secret that only someone willing to look closely could find. Ethan was not rich. He was not famous. He was just a mechanic. But he had a curious mind, and he believed that curiosity could bring him luck where no one else thought to look. Today, like most days, he hoped to find something unusual, something that would make him more than just another junk scavenger. His friend Lily Thompson came floating down the narrow corridor between two massive hull pieces. She was small, quick, and sharp. She carried a portable scanner in one hand and a box of tools in the other. "Still digging in the old engines?" she asked, squinting in the weak light of the asteroid's reflection. Ethan smiled. "Someone has to check if these old parts have life left in them. Besides, there is always a surprise waiting if you look deep enough." Lily shook her head. "You and your surprises. I hope this time it is not just a pile of melted wires." Ethan laughed and pointed to a faint light blinking at the edge of the scrapyard. It was unusual. None of the old wrecks he had seen before blinked like that. Most of the ships here had been dead for hundreds of years, and blinking lights were not common. "See that?" Ethan asked. "I did not notice it before. Let's check it out." Lily followed him as they floated toward the source. Their boots pressed against the surface of the asteroid, though the low gravity made them feel almost weightless. As they got closer, they saw what appeared to be the remains of a massive ship, much bigger than any starship usually abandoned in this sector. Its hull was scratched and dented, and thick layers of dust covered most of it. But there was something about the shape, something familiar, that made Ethan stop. "It looks like a battlecruiser," Lily whispered. Ethan's heart beat faster. He had only seen battlecruisers in history archives and old schematics. They were enormous ships, built for war, with advanced technology and strong armor. No one had seen one like this in centuries, and here it was, floating silently in a scrapyard no one wanted. He moved closer, touching the hull. It felt cold and heavy, but not dead. There was a faint hum, almost like the ship was breathing. His eyes widened. "It is not completely dead," he said. Lily checked her scanner. "You are right, there is some energy in the core. Low but stable. It is strange. Ships this old usually have nothing." Ethan looked at her, excitement growing in his chest. "Then it is worth checking out. Maybe we can get inside." They found a hatch near the side of the ship, covered in layers of dust and debris. Ethan worked on it with his tools, prying and twisting the old metal. With a soft groan, the hatch opened. A cold wind escaped from the interior, carrying a faint metallic smell. Inside, the ship was dark. The light from their helmets reflected on cracked panels and broken displays. Rusted wires hung like vines from the ceiling. Dust covered everything, but there was no smell of decay. It felt alive in a strange way, as if the ship remembered who had built it. Ethan floated in carefully, his eyes scanning every corner. "This is incredible," he said softly. "It is a real battlecruiser. No one has touched it for hundreds of years." Lily followed him, examining the control panels. "Some of these systems are still responding to touch. It is like the ship wants us to be here." They moved deeper into the ship, stepping over broken equipment and piles of metal. Ethan's heart beat faster with every step. He had seen many old ships, but none like this. The bridge, where the captain would have commanded the ship, was massive. Panels stretched across the walls, with screens flickering faintly in the dim light. And then he saw it, a small, sealed data core glowing softly on the captain's console. The label on it read, "For human eyes only." Ethan's hands trembled as he reached for it. "This is it," he whispered. "This is why the ship is still alive. Someone left a message." Lily looked at him, eyes wide. "A message from who?" Ethan shook his head. "I don't know yet. But we will find out." They carefully removed the data core and carried it back to their small repair ship nearby. Once inside, they connected it to the terminal. The screen blinked and then displayed a message in simple, clear writing. "Humans of the future," the message began. "If you are reading this, our fleet has been lost. A great enemy forced us into hiding. The galaxy may forget our war, but the threat remains. You are the only hope." Ethan and Lily stared at each other. The words were simple, but the meaning was heavy. Someone from long ago had left this message, knowing that one day humans would need it. The message continued. It described an alien threat that had once attacked human colonies. It spoke of battles, of fleets lost, and of secrets hidden in the far reaches of space. Coordinates were included, pointing to hidden defense systems and weapon stations built to protect humanity. "This is incredible," Ethan said. "These weapons, they could still work. If we find them, humanity could be ready." Lily nodded. "We have to tell someone." "The Council, the fleet, anyone. They need to know." Ethan shook his head. "Not yet. If we go public, people might try to take the ship from us, or worse, the coordinates. We need to understand it first. We need to repair the ship." They spent the next hours exploring the Battlecruiser. Ethan's hands moved quickly over consoles and panels, pressing buttons and connecting wires. Lily worked beside him, using her knowledge of systems to help bring parts back online. Slowly, lights flickered across the decks and the hum of the ship grew stronger. "This ship," Ethan said, looking around the bridge. "It is more than a battlecruiser, it is a legacy. Someone wanted it to survive, and now it has found us." Lily smiled, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the monitors. "Then we have to make sure it survives. We have to bring it back to life." For the first time in years, the battlecruiser seemed to respond. Panels lit up, screens displayed symbols they could not yet read, and a soft voice echoed from the ship itself. "System awakening, core energy stable, ready for command." Ethan froze. He had never heard a ship speak before, and yet here it was greeting him. "We need a name," Lily said quietly. "A name for her." Ethan thought for a moment. "Atlas," he said, "strong, steady, and watching over us like the stories of old." Atlas. The ship seemed to hum in agreement. Hours passed as they worked. The ship's engines were damaged but repairable. The life support systems were weak but functioning. Every corner they explored revealed something new. Storage rooms filled with supplies, armories with ancient weapons, and libraries of data that could tell stories lost for centuries. As the asteroid's weak sunlight faded, Ethan and Lily sat in the bridge, looking at the stars through cracked observation windows. The galaxy seemed larger and more alive than ever before. "We are not just mechanics anymore," Ethan said. "We found a battlecruiser that no one remembered. We hold a message that could change everything." Lily nodded. "And we have a journey ahead, one that no one else would dare to take. Are we ready for that?" Ethan smiled. "We have to be. The message chose us, and now it is our turn to answer." The soft hum of Atlas filled the room. The ship was alive, waiting, and ready. And in that moment, Ethan knew that everything was about to change. Humanity's history had been forgotten, but it was not gone. It had been waiting for someone like him. The stars stretched before them, dark and endless. Somewhere out there, enemies they had never imagined were moving. And somewhere, allies they had never known were waiting. Ethan and Lily would not face it alone. They had Atlas, the lost battlecruiser, and the message that could turn fear into hope. And so, their story began. Ethan Carter sat at the control panel of Atlas, the lost battlecruiser, staring at the glowing data core. The message inside it had shaken him. A warning from humans long gone, secrets about a hidden war, and directions to powerful defense systems that no one alive had ever seen. It was too important to ignore. Lily Thompson floated nearby, her scanner in hand, examining the ship's systems. "These readings are strange," she said. "The energy in this ship is unlike anything I have seen. It is old but strong, almost alive." Ethan nodded. "It is more than just a ship. Someone built this to last, and they left instructions for us. It is like a time capsule waiting for humans who could understand it." Lily looked over at him. "Do you think the message is real? I mean, it could be a trap. This ship has been here for centuries. Maybe the fleet that left it is long gone, and the coordinates lead to nowhere." Ethan shook his head. "I don't think so. There is too much care put into this. Whoever made it wanted someone to find it, and I think we were meant to." He connected the data core to the ship's main console. Screens lit up, filling the bridge with soft blue light. A map appeared, dotted with coordinates in different systems. Next to it, text explained the purpose of each location. Some were weapon stations, others were supply depots, and a few were emergency bunkers with crews frozen in stasis. "This is incredible," Ethan said, his voice low. "They were preparing for a war that no one remembers, and now it is up to us to finish it, or at least be ready." Lily studied the map. "Look at this one. It is near the edge of known space. If the message is right, the station there is fully armed and automated, but it has never been used in centuries." Ethan tapped a finger on the screen. "We need to get there, we need to see if it works, and we need to be careful. If anyone finds out what we are doing, they might try to take the ship from us, or worse." Lily nodded. Then we do it quietly. We repair Atlas, follow the coordinates, and see what the message is really about. For the next few days, Ethan and Lily worked tirelessly. The ship was old and many systems had decayed. Broken wires, burned-out circuits, and damaged engines slowed their progress. But they were humans. They had ingenuity, patience, and determination. Atlas seemed to respond to their efforts. Lights that had been dead for centuries flickered on. The hum of the engines grew louder. Panels that had been frozen for hundreds of years began to display information. One evening, while Ethan worked on a power relay, Lily floated into the engine room with a small tablet. "Look at this," she said. "The ship's AI is waking up. It has a name, Atlas, and it is trying to communicate with us." Ethan smiled. "I guess we are not alone anymore. Let's see what it wants to tell us." The AI spoke in a calm, clear voice. "Greetings, humans. I am Atlas. Core systems are now active. Energy levels are stable. Navigation systems are functional, awaiting command." Ethan felt a shiver of excitement. "It speaks, and it remembers how to operate. This is beyond anything I imagined." Lily floated closer. "It is ready to help us. But we need to decide where to go first." The message gave several coordinates. Ethan thought for a moment. "We start with the nearest one. It is a weapons station. If it works, it could protect human colonies. If it does not, we will at least know more about what we are dealing with." They set a course and began the journey. The engines of Atlas roared softly, pushing them through the darkness of space. Stars stretched past them, cold and distant, and the silence of the void made every sound inside the ship louder. As they traveled, Ethan studied the message in detail. It spoke of a human fleet that had fought a great alien empire centuries ago. That fleet had disappeared, leaving only Atlas and a few hidden stations behind. The message warned that the alien threat was returning, and only humans could operate the ancient systems fully. Lily looked at him. "Do you think the aliens will really come back?" "This war is so old. Maybe they are gone for good." Ethan shook his head. "I don't think so. Whoever wrote this message believed in preparation, and preparation is only needed when danger is real. If they went to this much trouble, I trust them." The journey was not easy. Atlas was fast, but space is vast. Days turned into nights, though the stars did not change. Ethan and Lily worked shifts, repairing systems, studying the maps, and keeping the ship running. One night, while scanning a nearby system, Lily noticed something unusual. "Ethan, look at this. Sensors are picking up something moving. Small ships, maybe scouts." Ethan frowned. "We are not in any controlled space. Why would there be scouts here?" Lily tapped the console. "I don't know, but we need to be ready. Atlas may be powerful, but we are alone out here." They prepared the ship's defenses. Shields came online, weapons systems activated, and the engines hummed with power. As the small ships approached, Ethan realized how strong Atlas really was. The sensors detected energy signatures that no normal human ship could produce. Weapons systems that had been idle for centuries were ready to fire. The small alien ships tried to block their path, but Atlas moved faster. Ethan guided the controls, dodging and weaving through space debris. Lily coordinated the weapons, targeting the alien ships with precision. Within minutes, the scouts were disabled, floating harmlessly in space. Ethan exhaled. "We did it. Atlas is incredible. If this is what the message warned about, we are ready." Lily nodded. "And we are learning fast. I think we can handle whatever is coming, together." As they continued toward the first coordinate, they discovered more about the hidden fleet. Logs in Atlas described battles, ships, and crews that no one alive remembered. The records spoke of courage, ingenuity, and human spirit. It made Ethan proud. He realized that humans had once been a force to be reckoned with, and now they had a chance to reclaim that power. Days passed. The stars moved slowly outside the windows. Ethan and Lily worked tirelessly, repairing systems and decoding more of the message. Every new discovery brought excitement and fear. The coordinates led them to hidden supply caches, long-forgotten repair stations, and weapon systems powered down for centuries. Finally, after many days, they reached the first coordinate. A massive station floated in the darkness, silent and still. Its weapons turrets pointed toward empty space. Energy lines ran across its surface, some flickering, some dead. Ethan felt a shiver. "This is it. If this works, humanity has a chance. If it doesn't, we will at least know we tried." Lily activated the docking sequence. Atlas moved slowly, aligning perfectly with the station. The airlock opened with a hiss and they floated inside. The interior was dusty but intact. Control panels were frozen, but the AI recognized Atlas. "Greetings, Atlas. Core ship recognized. Stand by for system integration." Ethan and Lily connected the ship to the station. Energy surged through the lines, lights flickered across the walls, and the hum of the station grew louder. Slowly, turrets rotated, shields activated, and warning systems came online. The station was alive. And it was waiting for humans to operate it. Ethan stepped back. "We did it. It works. The message was right. Humans can still use these systems." Lily smiled. "And we are the ones to do it. This is only the beginning. The rest of the coordinates will be harder, but we can do it." As they left the station, Ethan looked at the stars. The galaxy felt different now. It was full of secrets, threats, and possibilities, and humanity had a chance to reclaim its place. The journey ahead was dangerous. The alien threat the message warned about could return at any time. But for the first time in centuries, humans had hope. And Ethan, Lily, and Atlas were at the center of it all. Ethan turned to Lily. "We are ready. Let's follow the rest of the coordinates and see where this takes us. Humanity depends on it." Lily nodded. "Then let's not waste time. The galaxy is waiting." And so Atlas moved forward, cutting through the darkness of space. The message had given them purpose. The lost battlecruiser had given them power. And the unknown future waited, ready to be faced by human courage, intelligence, and determination. Together, they would uncover more secrets, face more dangers, and prove that humans could rise above any challenge. The Lost Fleet's message was clear. The galaxy may have forgotten humanity's strength, but it could not erase it. And now, humans had a chance to remember. The stars stretched endlessly ahead, and the journey had only just begun. Ethan Carter leaned back in the command seat of Atlas, staring at the endless stretch of stars outside the observation window. The first hidden station had worked perfectly, and the message from the Lost Fleet had proven true. Humans could still operate the ancient systems. It gave him hope, but he knew that the journey ahead would not be easy. Lily Thompson floated over, her tablet in hand. "The next coordinate is farther out. The map shows a station near the edge of human space. Sensors indicate a possible energy signature, but it is weak." Ethan nodded. "We can do this. Atlas is strong, and we are getting better at reading the message. We just have to be careful." They set a course and began the journey. The engines of Atlas roared softly, carrying them through empty space. The hum of the ship was comforting, but the silence of the void was heavy. Every so often, they would see flashes of light far away, distant stars or debris from old battles. As they traveled, Ethan and Lily studied the data from the first station. It contained logs from the lost human fleet, battle reports, and warnings about the alien empire they had fought long ago. The texts described courage, strategy, and a spirit that refused to surrender. Ethan felt proud. Humans had once been powerful, and now they had a chance to prove it again. One day, while Ethan worked on the navigation system, Lily called him to the bridge. "Ethan, look at this. There is movement ahead. Small ships, maybe scouts. But they are unlike anything I have seen before." Ethan frowned. "Could they be from the alien empire mentioned in the message?" Lily shook her head. "I don't know. They are fast, small, and scattered, but they seem to be watching us." Ethan took a deep breath. "We need to be ready. Atlas can handle them, but we cannot be careless." They activated the ship's defenses. Shields flared to life, and weapons systems hummed with power. Ethan guided Atlas carefully, dodging the small ships as they fired energy blasts. Lily targeted the attackers, her hands moving quickly across the controls. The small ships tried to surround them, but Atlas moved with surprising agility. The sensors detected every movement, and the ancient weapons responded almost automatically. Within minutes, the attackers were disabled, floating harmlessly in space. Ethan exhaled. "That was close, but Atlas is incredible. If this is what the message warned about, we are ready for more." Lily nodded. "And we are learning fast. Humans can handle this, especially with Atlas." The next few days were quiet. They traveled through uncharted space, following the coordinates on the message. Some systems were empty, some contained old debris fields, and others held supply caches left behind by the Lost Fleet. Each discovery strengthened their confidence and their bond. One night, while reviewing the logs, Ethan found a message from the original captain of Atlas. The captain wrote about a fleet that had been lost in a great war, about alien attacks, and about the need for humans to continue the fight. Ethan felt a shiver. "These people, they prepared for us," he said softly. They believed that humans would rise again. And they left us everything we need to do it. Lily looked at him. It is amazing. They trusted the future to us. We cannot let them down. Their journey took them to a system near a dark nebula. The sensors detected a hidden station, almost invisible among the clouds of gas and dust. Ethan guided Atlas carefully through the nebula, the engines straining as they moved past heavy energy fields and floating debris. When they arrived, the station appeared massive. Its turrets were still pointed outward, and its shields were faintly glowing. Ethan felt a rush of excitement. This station could protect entire human colonies if it was fully activated. They docked carefully and floated inside. The station was dusty and silent, but the controls responded to Atlas. Energy surged through the lines, lights flickered, and the hum of machinery filled the halls. Ethan looked at Lily. We did it again. Another station is online. Humans can still operate these systems. And the alien threat, if it returns, we can face it. Lily smiled. This is only the beginning. There are more coordinates, more stations, more secrets waiting for us. As they explored the station, they found old logs describing battles long forgotten. The messages spoke of courage, strategy, and human ingenuity. Ethan read about pilots who risked everything to protect colonies, engineers who repaired ships under fire, and crews who never gave up. These people were incredible, Ethan said, and now we have to be like them. We have to rise to the challenge, Lily nodded, and we will, together. The next part of their journey was even harder. The message warned that some stations were guarded by automated defenses that could still fire at intruders. Ethan and Lily prepared carefully, studying the maps and making sure Atlas was ready. When they reached the next coordinate, they found a massive weapon platform orbiting a small planet. Energy shields surrounded it, and automated turrets scanned the area constantly. Ethan took a deep breath. This is it, he said. We have to be careful. One mistake and Atlas could be destroyed. Lily worked quickly, scanning the energy fields and finding weak points. There, she said, a small gap in the shield. If we go through carefully, we can reach the control room. Ethan guided Atlas through the gap, engines straining as they moved past the turrets. The shields hummed and flashed, but they passed through safely. Once inside, they connected Atlas to the control systems. Energy surged, lights flickered, and the turrets powered down. The station was theirs. Ethan looked at Lily. We did it. Another piece of the message is complete. Humans can still use these systems, and we are learning how to fight again. Lily smiled. It is amazing. The message was right. Humans are stronger than anyone remembers, and now we have proof. As they left the station, Ethan thought about the journey ahead. There were more coordinates, more hidden stations, and more secrets. The alien threat could return at any time. But for the first time in centuries, humans had hope. They traveled through asteroid fields, past dead planets, and into systems no human had ever seen. Each discovery taught them something new about the lost fleet, the battles they had fought, and the technology they had created. Ethan and Lily grew stronger, faster, and wiser. One day, while scanning a distant system, they found a small ship drifting in space. Its hull was damaged, but it had the same design as the lost fleet. Ethan guided Atlas closer, and they docked carefully. Inside, they found a single crew member in stasis. Ethan checked the life signs. He is alive, just barely. We need to wake him. Lily worked quickly, activating the stasis pod. The man awoke slowly, confusion in his eyes. Where am I? He asked weakly. Ethan smiled. You are safe. We found you. My name is Ethan, and this is Lily. This is Atlas, a lost battlecruiser. You are part of a human fleet that no one remembers. The man's eyes widened. A fleet, humans alive? Lily nodded. Yes, and we need your help. The message left by your fleet is guiding us. There are stations, weapons, and defenses hidden across the galaxy. We are following the coordinates, and you can help us understand them. The man nodded slowly. Then we must move quickly. The enemy, they will return. We cannot wait any longer. Ethan felt a surge of pride. Humans were coming together again. The lost fleet, the message, Atlas, and now a surviving crew member. They were stronger than ever. As they traveled together, Ethan, Lily, and the man worked to decode more of the message. Each station they activated, each weapon they repaired, and each log they read brought them closer to understanding the true power of humanity. The galaxy was vast and dangerous, but humans had survived before. They would survive again. And with Atlas leading the way, they were ready to face whatever came next. Ethan looked out at the stars, feeling the hum of Atlas beneath him. We are not just following a message, we are creating a future. Humans are not forgotten, and we will prove it. Lily nodded. The journey is hard, but we are ready. Together, nothing can stop us. And so Atlas moved forward, cutting through the darkness of space. The message of the lost fleet guided them, showing hidden stations, weapon platforms, and secrets that no one alive had ever seen. Humans were learning to rise again, and the galaxy would remember their strength. The stars stretched endlessly ahead, and the adventure was far from over. But Ethan, Lily, and their crew knew one thing. They had the courage, the skill, and the determination to face whatever came next. Humanity's story was not over. It had just begun. Ethan Carter stood on the bridge of Atlas, staring at the stars. Every system they had visited, every hidden station they had activated, and every piece of the lost fleet's message they had decoded brought them closer to understanding the truth. Humanity was no longer unprepared. They had weapons, defenses, and knowledge that no other species in the galaxy could match. Lily Thompson floated over, her tablet showing updated energy readings from the network of stations they had activated. All systems are online, she said. Every station is linked. Weapons, shields, supply depots, everything. Atlas is now the command center for the entire defense network. Ethan nodded slowly. It is incredible. I never thought humans could do this again, but we did it. We are ready. The man they had rescued from stasis, Captain Aaron Blake, stepped forward. His uniform was worn, but his eyes shone with determination. You have done what I thought impossible. You restored the fleet systems, activated the stations, and proved that humans still have the courage to fight. The message was correct. We were counting on humans of the future, and now we are ready to defend ourselves. Ethan felt a surge of pride. Humans had been forgotten for centuries, their strength lost to time. But now, through courage, ingenuity, and persistence, they had proven that humans could rise again. The calm of space did not last long. Sensors detected a large fleet approaching from the outer rim of the galaxy. Energy readings matched descriptions in the message. The alien empire was returning. Ships that had been feared for centuries were moving toward human space, seeking to dominate or destroy. Lily's voice trembled slightly. They are here. The message was right. The threat is real. Ethan's hands tightened on the controls. We are ready. Atlas, begin full defense protocol. Prepare all stations for combat. The AI of Atlas responded in its calm voice. All stations are operational, shields at maximum, weapon systems online, fleet coordination active. Humans, you are prepared. Ethan nodded. Then let's show them what humans can do. They moved swiftly from system to system, coordinating the stations and directing their defenses. Energy shields flared, turrets rotated, and long-dormant weapons hummed with power. For the first time in centuries, humans were ready to face the alien threat. As the fleet approached, small ships advanced first, testing the defenses. Turrets fired automatically, disabling the intruders before they could reach human colonies. The alien scouts were fast, but humans were smarter, and Atlas coordinated every station with precision. Ethan watched the battle unfold on the screens. They are learning quickly, but we have the advantage. We have strategy, preparation, and human ingenuity. Lily nodded. And courage, we are not afraid. That is something they will never understand. The main fleet arrived, massive ships moving in formation. Energy weapons fired, shaking distant planets, and warning alarms blared across the stations. Ethan guided Atlas carefully, ensuring that every station was synchronized. Captain Blake spoke calmly. Ethan, Lily, this is what the message prepared us for. Trust in the systems, trust in humans. The alien fleet may be strong, but we have knowledge they do not, and that makes us dangerous. Ethan's heart pounded. Then let's finish this. Humanity will not be forgotten again. The battle was intense. Alien ships moved through the defenses, but every station, every weapon, and every fleet coordinated by Atlas struck with precision. Humans fought not just with technology, but with strategy and quick thinking. Every move counted. Every decision mattered. Ethan and Lily worked tirelessly, adjusting shields, redirecting energy, and ensuring the stations remained operational. Atlas responded to every command, its ancient systems moving faster than anyone thought possible. Small alien ships tried to sneak through, but humans anticipated their moves. Turrets fired with perfect timing, and energy beams cut through the void, disabling intruders. Humans moved like a single organism, coordinated and unstoppable. Hours passed. The alien fleet began to lose formation. Energy readings dropped and their ships slowed under the precise attacks of human defenses. Ethan felt a surge of hope. They were winning. Captain Blake turned to him. The message also said this: humans are unique. Only humans can fully operate these systems. That is why we survived. That is why the fleet was hidden. You are the key. You, Ethan, Lily, and everyone else who will follow us are the ones who will save humanity. Ethan felt a weight of responsibility. We will not fail. Humanity has survived worse. We will survive this. As the battle reached its peak, Atlas guided the stations into coordinated fire patterns. Alien ships were forced to retreat or be destroyed. Energy shields held and weapons struck with unerring accuracy. The alien fleet had underestimated humans. They had forgotten the strength of a species that refused to give up. Finally, after what felt like days but was only hours, the alien fleet broke and began to retreat. Human stations and Atlas pursued carefully, ensuring that no ship escaped to regroup. For the first time in centuries, humans had victory over the empire that had once threatened to destroy them. Ethan leaned back in his chair, exhausted but proud. "We did it," he said softly. "Humans did it. Atlas did it. We remembered our strength and we used it." Lily floated over and smiled. "And the best part, we are not finished. We have the message, the stations, and the fleet. Humanity can rebuild stronger than ever. And we can make sure this never happens again." Captain Blake nodded. "This is the beginning of a new era. The Lost Fleet's warning has been fulfilled. Humans are ready, and we will protect our colonies, our systems, and our species. The galaxy will remember humanity, not as weak or forgotten, but as clever, strong, and unstoppable." Ethan looked out at the stars. "The message brought us here. The battlecruiser Atlas gave us the power, and we humans gave it life again. We have proven that one person, one mechanic, and one engineer can change the future of the galaxy." Lily nodded. "It is more than just us. It is all humans, our courage, our intelligence, and our determination. That is what the message wanted us to remember." Ethan smiled. "Then let's make sure humanity never forgets it again." The stars stretched endlessly before them. Systems they had never seen glowed with light from newly activated stations. Colonies far away sent signals of relief and gratitude. Humans everywhere began to feel hope that had been lost for centuries. Ethan, Lily, and Captain Blake gathered in the command room of Atlas. They watched as systems came online one by one, energy flowing through ancient networks, defenses fully restored, and human colonies shielded from any future threat. "The message was correct," Ethan said. "Humans are the key. We always have been. And now we are ready to protect ourselves, our people, and our future." Lily smiled. "We have done more than survive. We have remembered who we are, and the galaxy will see that humans are strong, capable, and fearless." Captain Blake placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder. "You started this, young mechanic. You found the battlecruiser, activated the message, and led us to victory. Humans will not forget your courage, and neither will I." Ethan felt a warm pride. "We all did it, humans together with Atlas guiding us. That is what matters. This is only the beginning. There will be more challenges, more threats, but humanity is ready." As they looked out at the stars, Ethan realized something important. The galaxy was not empty, the message was not old history, and the lost fleet had not failed. Humans had survived because they had courage, intelligence, and the will to act. And now, with Atlas at their side, humans could face anything. The alien empire had returned and been defeated. Humanity had reclaimed its place in the galaxy. And one human mechanic, with the help of a friend and a battlecruiser, had made the difference. Ethan turned to Lily. "We started this journey to find a ship. We found a message, a fleet, and our own strength. The galaxy will never forget humans again." Lily nodded. "And we will make sure it never forgets us. Together, humans can do anything." Atlas hummed softly beneath them, its systems fully active, ready to defend humanity forever. The lost battlecruiser had found its purpose. The message had been delivered. And humanity, once forgotten, was now remembered and feared by any who might threaten it. Ethan Carter looked at the endless stars one last time and felt hope stronger than ever. The future was human, and humans would always rise. The journey that began with a simple curiosity, a blink of light, and a mechanic's determination had led to a new era. Humanity had remembered its strength. Humanity had reclaimed its legacy, and the galaxy would never doubt humans again. A human mechanic finds a lost battlecruiser. The message left behind changes everything.